Grand Rise on 3. Grand Rise on 3. Beautiful on day. You know what I'm talking about? Beautiful on day. Duke walk. Uh-oh. Y'all ain't seen Duke. Duke. There you go, y'all. Duke walk. Duke walk. Yeah. Duke walk. Duke walk. What's going on, beloved? All right, 3. We on 3. 3 up, 3 down. Y'all know how we do out here. All right, so beloved brought up a good topic out there. One of the beloved misfits out there. We do what we do. Talking about the climate, political, all right? More political climate. You know, we be talking about, I don't be like politics, I don't got that. Yeah, we do. Shit, sound like, yeah, folks just be tired. Politicking be tiring folks out here. You know what I'm talking about for sure. Because, got, like beloved say, I agree with you. I'm just going to shoot it out there like it is. We got some tiresome folks in there saying some tiresome things. Like you already said, you already put the numbers out there. You already know how this go. Every time I say it, beloved, watch this. Every time one party get in the house, it got to be a tick for tack, knowing fully well that that one party that's tick for tacking did the most before. You know what I'm saying? Before they left the house, gave the house up. A person said something. One of them kind of said, we gave the keys, and they took the keys and drove the car, drove it off the edge, the ledge and stuff like that. And I'm like, and the keys come back to people, and it's like, what they do with the keys? Make it seem like they driving, you know, back, but they driving all in the valley and stuff. They drove it off the edge, and then you got the keys, and you just drove it where it could be driven, accommodate the driving. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a Jeep or something. You know what I'm talking about? Yo, this took two. Do talk. But so you so inherently right, and when I look at it, I hear what you're saying. The illusion though in these parties, knowing what they were, beloved, I get you. You know, you can never vote away because of a way, but know that the way that you say that you can't vote was pushed by the way that you won't vote, because they were the master of parading around the vote. I hope you grasp that. I don't know if y'all kind of young out there, so to understand the you know, KRS want to understand the master and the overseer. You gotta understand. So one perception showing you, yeah, got you. One's just in suits. And then intermingled, intertwined, interracial, and all that stuff to make you think that it ain't that. And it's exactly that, beloved. What you say that you would, you know, how you go. Now, how do you see that? Watch this. I ain't saying either side is whatever. You know, it is what it is. It's what we deal with, right? But who going to jail? That's what I want. That's the real one I want you to see. Like, you see what I'm talking about? One side had the power when B was in there, right? And was trying to put Big T-Rex in jail, right? Right? Be honest, right? Right? Used all their energy. Didn't go after. Now, I asked myself, I want you to ask yourself, let's just open up Pandora's box. Let's get some blues and clues in here, right? They had the same energy to go after bad politicians when they was in there. Why a lot of Republicans didn't get hemmed up for fraud, this, that, what we looking at today? You ever ask yourself that? Of course not. No. We don't want to talk about this stuff. See what I'm talking about? But all of a sudden, and they knew. You got to ask yourself. Before the vote, they knew. Because they was hollering what? Hey, gotta vote. You know, Donald gonna put everybody in jail and da-da-da. Okay, you like. So, you know he gonna come after corruption. You get what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying. You know he gonna come after corruption. So, you knew to go after corruption on your watch. Why you didn't get no corruption? I'm just asking. I'm asking a lot of people. Because people in their seats and they upset right now because across the land, it ain't looking pretty on that side. Scandal after scandal after scandal. Money, resources, da-da-da. You see what I'm talking about? And we steady saying to ourselves, I'll steady vote for that. I'm like, whoa, hold on. I'm on a woe machine. Am I trying to sit down and have crumpets and tea and stuff with the Trumps and all? No. A beloved said this earlier before we even voted and stuff like that. Said, we trying to be buddy buddy. When do we ever be? But who's buddy buddy with the president? That's the thing. That's the whole thing for the likes buttons and all that stuff, to turn the world to society towards. If you like them, they good. If you don't like them, they not good. Okay, and it's like what though? Like that they come to the podium and tell you stuff, even though you don't know if it's true or false or not, but they always keep you up to date. And it's like, but ain't nothing working. And then when stuff not working, get you to a point where shut you down. So now you want to make the American people, citizens and all them things upset. Because why? Because like you said, beloved, a side care more about foreigners than they care about American people. You said that, beloved. This coming out the American people mouth. There's a group of people who care more about immigrants. And beloved, love our immigrants. You know how this go. We all immigrants and we all know that at some point, you know what I'm saying? But there's people that they ancestors put work in here. Blood, sweat, and tears died. There's so many of us can go back into history and know that our people fought in them, Buffalo Soldiers and, you know what I'm saying? First the Black American soldiers and all this kind of stuff. Go back into history and know this. You see what I'm talking about? So the most disturbing thing for me is that the Democrats won't hold an American person up for the promise, and then you got to see it for what it is, beloved. Why? They love they foreign. I don't know why you play with it. Because you sitting up there watching mayors and stuff like that who are foreigners. Minneapolis, foreigners. And then bring in their foreignity, right? To do what? To take over what is America's. And got no qualms. That's why they falling out there. Got no qualms showboating in front of your face and all that stuff. Like, we ain't working hard enough. No, it ain't that we ain't working hard. Is it we don't get that foreign aid. We ain't got that foreign aid. We don't get them stipends. We don't get them benefits. Now, that what the Republican side was like, hey, no. But this side we don't want to vote for. Get it with ICE. You say, y'all looking at saying Gestapo and all that stuff. And I'm like, how you gonna call this Gestapo when you can't even, nobody can say, oh, they just pick up. We need to do a percentage-wise. Maybe we need to have a consensus within all the states on ICE, who you getting and all that stuff, because like it's a propaganda show. That's what it is. Beloved, like beloved say, I'm listening to real people with their children and youngsters in the car and of age to know ICE doing this, and the parents and the child is saying, Dad, ICE this, and the dad and mom saying, did you see it? No, I heard this or this and this. And we're not understanding, there's going to be situation awareness is what we need. Know when it's clickbait or it's an Antifa type job where that people want ICE to look bad. Why? Well, I just stated it. Go back and see who getting locked up and for what. You was a politician, you dirty and you corrupt. Would you want ICE to be strong? Heck no. Nobody want to talk about this stuff though. We just want to talk about people who we probably wouldn't go have parties with and da da da. And you're like, you ain't never sat down with something, but you know your set, you know who you are, you know your type, da 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 da. They just bringing that back to the forefront to keep the divide and keep the hustle with the folks that like to keep things really divided, like truly really divided. So I'm talking about. I agree with you that some of the folks that was at the January 6th, the cover of it, the look, the ones acting, display, and all that stuff, wrong as all I know. Clout. You know and I know it. Running around there. You know what I'm talking about? But the peaceful protesters, if there was any, and I do believe there was, because not everybody was up there for that, to go up in there and all that. But them folks that did that, yeah, that's a disgrace. I agree with you. They're no better than the system doing it that way. That kind of doing it that way, that's savagery. That's showing we're not no grown America. We're not no AI intelligent type folks or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Same type folks tell you to use Jetpack GPT and yeah, these same type folks. Church folks and stuff like that. No. Real recognize real. You see what I'm talking about? But we also never want to take away the fabric of what America is. And somebody stated that the other day, civil unrest. When there's civil unrest, what does that mean? Can there be an uproar of civil unrest when the law and the justice system and the government is totally out of bounds on what they're doing, unconstitutional in what they're doing and stuff like that? At this point in time, we don't have that. People going through the system, still using the system and the government to going through the laws and rigor and stuff like that to justify what they're doing and stuff like that. Right? So there's no reason to say the system broke in some way. It's broke in the fabric of the people. That me, you, and everybody else agreeing, the type of people we putting in there to represent us. Are we being represented? We the people. That's what we asking. That's what you asking. That's what we asking ourselves. We want to be properly represented. And at this point in time, we should, I just feel, not look at a party, right? But look at people. Look at the people. Look at the people. Who gonna represent your values? Who gonna represent what you truly value? You know what I'm saying? And we can actually narrow it down now because we've lost value. See what I'm talking about? We lost value in being secure, right or wrong. We've lost value in our kids being secure. Everybody and their mama should be on board with wanting not to hear gun shootings at schools and things like that. We lost value with that. We lost value with supporting people who we should value. Watch this. Who we should value. But in return, they should value us just as much because we value our law enforcement. We value our law enforcement. But watch this. They've been divided on us. It's always been a divide. You aim to protect more of the rich and infrastructure and stuff like that than serve and protect in the whole scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? The actual Batman, Superman and all that, you know, what's the value? You lost the value of, one point in time, doctor, nurse, lawyers, policemen, firemen. We done supersized ourselves so big. Them were the superheroes. That we actually looking for superheroes now. And let the real superheroes go. I'm being real with you. The value of a nurse, the value of a good doctor, the value of a good lawyer, the value of a good judge, the value, you see what I'm talking about? We lost value, beloved, in ourselves. Not the job, not position, value in ourselves on how we operate in it. No integrity. See what I'm talking about? Schemish. See what I'm talking about? We got songs out here. Ponzi schemes and scams and stuff, and you ain't scamming, you ain't come on. Now tell me, beloved, you lost the value. So, yeah, it's easy because the propaganda machine has been turned up because the power wants power back. Get it? Got it? But what you gonna do for the power though to want it back? What we gonna really do with the power? Like Kuan Yin said, hold it right. And we still running around hollering race no matter what anybody else saying. And I talk to the children that grew up on Democratic. We still running around race this, race that, right? Why we don't do different like everybody else then? Because the race is showing us you holler power and da-da-da, but you don't know how to show power. And I'm gonna be real with you. So what the Democrats, it seem like they done, and it's cool, I got you. But you want to bring in foreigner type, you know what I'm saying, like New York and other places, right? And not people that represent this land. People that look like you, that are you, that built off this land like you. See, you look at the other side, they ain't got no problem with putting who they feel is powerful to them for their actions and what they want and their accomplishments. And we get mad at it. And like, well, why? They got the power. Support it. When it's out of bounds, when it's da-da, we talk, we say it. We say our grievances, da-da-da. But allow it to be power. Because when it's your turn and stuff, you ain't gonna want the same, you gonna want the same respect. You see what I'm talking about? Respect is given. Respect is earned, not given. So that's why you sit back, shoot, yeah, woo, woo. I expect this from them to be powerful within themselves. Because why? It's just indicate whether they know it or not. Many don't know. You powerful, it makes me powerful. Because I'm American. So whatever you do makes me power in America too. Under you. And I'm the type that's gonna make a show for it because I'm gonna speak about it. See what I'm talking about? If I don't feel that I'm powerful, then shoot, I'm gonna speak about it. Da-da-da. See what I'm talking about? That's America. Where the other side, beloved, you didn't even talk about this though. The other side over there, they want to censor it. Your own, one that looks just like you, ain't got no hair. Last name starts with a P. Wants to censor you from saying what you said. I need you to think about it. The people that you won't vote for, they're not talking about censoring you. They ain't censoring you what you saying right now. But that other side that you talking about who you'll vote for, but who you won't vote for, she want to censor you and others. Not listen to what you got ready, and not because you represent the state or whatever, and listen to you that nah, because they want the power a different way. Shut up. So what, we got slush funds? So what, we get money from outside entities? No, we want money to still be in elections and stuff like that, because we get it from the kingpins, these sanctuary places we stay at, and da-da-da. That's how we get our money. That's why we don't want people to come in. We don't want you looking at this and that. Come on now, beloved. That's what you continue to want to vote for? Do you? I'll keep moving on and keep pushing, because what I'm doing is trying to enlighten folks. Open your eyes. Let's don't allow race to be what this is. The more we continue to put on a powerful shoes, our powerful shoes and our powerful voices and hearts, and command within ourselves the power between us, because in the reality, whether who rules or whatever, we still hold the constructive power of we the people. And how we move shows the dictation of how this world moves, how society moves. Power gonna be power and move with the money. It gotta do what it gotta do. But we the people also can move and control how that money is facilitated and goes and things like that. You know this, because what can we do? If we don't want it, we don't want it. If we want to boycott it, if we want to speak against it, we can do that. It still needs we the people. Power today has to be bought. See what I'm talking about? Power today has to be sold. You see what I'm talking about? To be powerful. So if we ain't buying and we ain't selling, think about that, beloved. See how that works? So we stay powerful in the mind, and just like you said, dissecting individuals who's we voting for based off their what they done prior, report cards. We have to. And how we also can do it, push it is, and demand our media to go even further with the report cards so they can get even deeper. You see what I'm talking about? And reflect that in the atmosphere so that, we really getting a good view of our candidates. You know what I'm saying? We want them out there now. We want to know everything, every skinny thing, all good and bad. Wait, you see what I'm talking about? And then we'll know our ones because they'll stay, the good ones that truly in it, that are in it to win it for society and humanity, they'll stick with it. No matter what blemishes, the little ones there, because we all got issues, right? But it'll identify themselves on who should lead and who not, because you see how they'll run away. Oh no, that's too much. That's too much bad light. I can't. You see what I'm talking about? And why would anybody do that if you're not guilty? We all know how this go. If you ain't guilty, you ain't got to make too many statements. Let the Lord take care of it. Ain't that how we lean? So then we must be seeing a lot of things. A lot of people talking about, I believe in God, and I be. But you say you innocent, then stick in there, and God will take care of it. But they not sticking in there. So what did I tell you? We learning a lot of things, beloved. That's all I'm saying. All right. So yeah, but not to get upset about it. I don't get upset about because somebody represents this or that. No. Just open discussion is what I love about it. Open discussion, open debate. And then agreeing to disagree and come back another day and just continue to influence, motivate each other for what? For the better purpose, not to see who's right about each other and, oh, you're wrong. No. We working to it because we want a better society. We want better for our kids. I want to sit back and look at better things. You see what I'm talking about? Be about better things. You know what I'm talking about? And that's so much on all our hearts. So we don't take this personal. No. We don't take nothing personal. We take it personal that being able to continue to speak our piece and express ourselves in such a way that it continue to encourage the American way. This type of freedom. This is real. Because this type of freedom being stripped from us. And I'll leave you with who's trying to strip us, foreigners. And then who is your side that you say you'll vote for? That they lean on foreigners. You see what I'm talking about? So I really think a lot of us got to rethink what we're talking about out here. You know what I'm saying? So, cool. Y'all have a good one up. 3 up, 3 up, 3 down. Y'all stay straight out here, man. Day is beautiful. We in it, making it, being it, socializing, being a socialite. Love on the highest volume. Inner love and peace.